From Michigan, news of a series of arrests.
Last night, the FBI and Michigan State Police arrested 6 individuals charged in a federal complaint with conspiring to kidnap the governor of Michigan, Gretchen Whitmer.
The men have been identified as having links to a Michigan militia group called the Wolverines. The Democratic governor of the state, Gretchen Whitmer, was their target. According to the criminal complaint, they drew up plans to kidnap her at her holiday home and try her for treason.
Fox and Croft, in particular, according to the complaint, discussed detonating explosive devices to divert police from the area of the home. And Fox even inspected the underside of a Michigan highway bridge for places to seat an explosive. The complaint further alleges that Fox purchased a taser for use in the kidnapping and that the group successfully detonated an improvised explosive device wrapped with shrapnel to test its anti-personnel capabilities.
As they were meeting to pool money to buy more explosives, law enforcement moved in. The FBI had an undercover informant. Armed men, members of so-called right-wing militia groups, staged protests at the Michigan State House earlier this year. They were carrying swastikas and nooses when Governor Whitmer announced stay-at-home orders to combat the spread of COVID-19. Donald Trump gave his support to the protests, tweeting out, "Liberate Michigan." The governor thanked the FBI for keeping her family safe, but said the president's words encouraged actions like this.
Just last week, the President of the United States stood before the American people and refused to condemn white supremacists and hate groups like these 2 Michigan militia groups. Stand back and stand by, he told them. Stand back and stand by. Hate groups heard the president's words not as a rebuke, but as a rallying cry, as a call to action.
There have been concerns about the growing influence and the strength of militia groups in the US, and some of those from Michigan have appeared at protests in other parts of the country. If convicted, the 6 men face a sentence of up to life in prison. Alan Fisher, Al Jazeera.